Yeah, this is Avis. I'm coming on here. I want to talk about one of the next things that was coming into the story that I have, and it is being aware of your consciousness. And I know everybody that's on YouTube now, and everybody's giving lectures about being aware of your consciousness, and that's a good thing that you got to have the highest consciousness that you can. Your consciousness is very important in the fact of if you are getting closer to um, any kind of success in life, that's one of the main things is being focused and not having anything take you away from what you need to get you to the next level. But one thing that most people that's making those videos and speeches and trying to give people knowledge, what they don't add with it most of the time is that you not only have to have high consciousness, you got to have the discipline to understand that anybody can make money. Anybody can, get to a high level of success if they just focusing on the financial part of it. It's easy to um like just focus on the revenue part of it and the things that come with it on that part. But what most people don't think about is you not only have to have the financial, the consciousness of having your finances at the top of your mind. You have to have God at the same level, or everything is really just a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be doing good, getting money, finding your business, finding your niche, and at the same time losing in with God, losing out with Him. So what's the purpose of getting your consciousness high and gaining money and you don't have Him on your side? I don't really see the purpose in getting all of that and then don't have anything that's solid to stand on. Because if you don't have God in your life, if you don't have your purpose, what's good? The money ain't really gonna do no good. You know what I'm saying? What's the need of having that? So you gonna enjoy money, but after a while, you just gonna say, well, I bought everything I need. I mean, it's just gonna be purposeless, man. So my thing is, I'm talking about the life that I done been through and what God done put me through. And it's like everything will be worth your while if you got God and you got your success in life, financial, you got success in your spiritual, you got success in your family, your friends, all of that, all of that come together, man. So I just think that if we focus on God first and then everything else comes in behind it, it's a better way to enjoy your life, because you're not gonna, and speaking from somebody that know, like I didn't live without, you know, thinking about God first and just focusing on money, just trying to chase the money, and it seems to never have no fulfillment. So my thing is, with me doing the things that I'm doing now, the entrepreneurs, I'm trying to focus on God first, and everything else will fall in place. So that goes back to when you get in your highest consciousness that you can get. A lot of videos are going to tell you to do this, focus on this, do this and do that, but they really not telling you to focus on God first. And so that's my thing, is to put videos out to remind people not to just, it's nothing wrong with you going for the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong for going for success, it's going for the gusto. But it's just like, don't forget about God, because that's where I'm at now. I can really care less about, you know, how much money I get, because I'm one that's living for God. I'm living for him truly. So I don't really want to, put, any major emphasis on just focusing on get my consciousness high and then just focus on still living the same way, because you're going to fall back in that same trap. The devil going to get you trapped up, or whatever you want to call it, life or whatever you want to call it. It's going to get you trapped up to where you're going to fall into them same traps of distraction. So if you don't have God, it's going to be easy for life or the devil, whatever you want to call it. I say devil because I know I've been fighting demons and spirits my whole life. So, but it's your belief. And it's for the ones that really want to hear a message that's trying to help, you get to the next level, or help a person get out of the darkness or the places that life kind of put us in, or the devil put us in. So for me, I'm just trying to help those that's willing to listen. For the ones that don't really want to listen, it'll, come later in life, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I see that what God got me doing now is focusing on trying to help people that know they got something in them. They just need help to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I was one of them ones where I was just living for the wrong things, man. And there's nothing wrong with you chasing your dreams, but you're going to eventually see what's the purpose of chasing, doing all that chasing, and you don't end up with nothing in the end. You know what I'm saying? So my whole point to go back to this video is it's about getting your highest consciousness, but you got to have God first. And everything that God brings to you, once you with him, your relationship is good with him, everything else is just going to fall in place. But it's hard when you doing it just focusing on money. And like I say, those videos, they going to gas you up and tell you, oh yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's all true. You focus on being disciplined with your thoughts. You focus on eating better, being healthy. You focus on any negative thoughts that's in your mind. You try your best to just delete them. Friends that's around you, you try to, minimize that as much as possible. Things that we already know. That's what the videos is going to tell you. But what they not telling you is, because they so focused on getting their bank up, they not telling you to focus on God, because most people just focusing on getting money. And what I'm trying to tell people, and what I'm trying to remind myself of, is that if you don't have God in your life, first, before you get your consciousness high and you start seeing the gifts and the things that people going to give you, and life going to, is going to magnetize. Because once you get your consciousness at a high level, the things that you don't want in your life no more are going to stay away. And those things that you need, and which I know most people know, you magnetizing those things that you've been chasing your whole life. It comes to you because you let it go. But the whole key to this video that I'm giving now is, you got to focus on yourself first. And once you focus on yourself, everything else gonna work itself out. And that was my biggest thing. Once God kind of got a hold on my life, he let me see the things that I needed to see. He guided me to the people that I needed to be around. He took the people away from me that I didn't need in my life no more. He let me shine within my own self. He showed me that I don't need nobody else first. All I need is him and myself. So, and that's what I'm telling people, and that's what I'm going to keep telling people. It's nothing wrong with you watching those videos to get inspiration on how to get yourself out of the gutter, or how to get yourself out of those bad situations. But at the same time, if you don't have God as you bringing your higher consciousness self out, you're going to lose in the end. Because once you get all this money and you get all this fame and you get all of this stuff, you got to remember the people that you was once chasing. You try to keep them around in your life. For some reason, I don't know why we done that. We were begging these people to be in our life, to be a friend and family members. We doing all this for nothing. Really, at the end, once you choose yourself, you see that everything comes to you. And those same people that you thought that was gonna be in your life, you're gonna have to end up pushing some of them away because you know they wasn't real. They wasn't 100 with you. So it just makes sense to let God guide you to your path versus you trying to make your own path. You trying your best. And that's what we all done. We all thought like, oh, we can just focus on what I need to do. I could help these people. I could do this. I could do that. But in the end, don't none of that work out that way because in the end, everybody out for themselves. And so when you get your money, on the flip side of it, you ain't got your money. You like, well, I know I got to guard my money. I know I got to protect it. And so in your mind, you like, okay, I already know these people out here is foul. They ain't honest. So how I'm gonna do it? If you ain't learned discernment, if you ain't learned to read and learn from your intuition, and with your intuition and your discernment gonna get stronger when you with God in fellowship, you're not gonna know all those things off of just the knowledge that we can gain from street knowledge and book knowledge. You're not gonna learn the stuff that God gonna teach you to see the deceptiveness in the people that's around you. So you need God regardless. For one, you need God because you need him, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody know what's coming next. So why would you stand alone when you can stand with somebody that's gonna help you, especially once you start gaining success? It's gonna be everybody and they grandma come out the woodwork to say they know you. So I don't knock the videos that these people, because they just riding the wave. They just seeing the things that everybody else seeing. Everybody's waking up now, man. Everybody not, staying asleep to what's going on, because everybody see what's going on, man. Like, why everybody making videos now with tarot reading and people just starting to ask more questions now? It's a reason why people waking up. And I'm gonna be one of the ones that show that I've been woke. I've been fighting demons. I've been fighting spirits. I've been fighting the devil. So for me, all I'm doing is just doing what God asked me to do. And I'm just one of the ones that's like, I always been putting it together. Like, it just ain't seeming right how life been, man. We struggling, we fighting. It ain't getting nowhere, man. Ain't getting nowhere. And it ain't just about YouTube and, the videos that people starting to put out. We should have been done this, man. We should have been done this, man. Enlightening each other, showing each other a better way. Not just, you gotta go just one way. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing, man. But this video, like I said, this video is really just about awakening your consciousness. You can use those videos, you can watch those videos, because I didn't learn a lot of, stuff from those videos where people just focused on the financial part of it. But with God being by my side, helping me this whole way, guide me to what I need to be guided to, I just know that you can't do it without him, man. You can't do it without him. You gonna go so far, but in the end, you really being your own God, man. And I ain't seen nobody be successful with that, being their own God. It's nothing wrong with getting money. It's nothing wrong with, looking good and getting your hair done and, a guy getting his hair cut. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But once you get to that level, it's a different responsibility when you got people looking at you, people trying to get at you, people hating on you. And that's going to be hard to be by yourself, man. Not knowing if the friends around you, got your back or not. But once you get to that success, in which most of us are, because we coming out of the indoctrination of this stuff that we've been living in for so long. So it's the truth. They can't hide the truth no more, man. So for me, I'm just trying to continue to enlighten people as people enlighten me. God been showing me the way, and I'm not gonna take any step without him. My every step is taken by him. I follow his steps. So for me, I'm just showing people like, you can continue to go follow your path by yourself. You continue to watch videos that's gonna show you how to get money, but just don't forget about God, because if you get your consciousness, and see, that's what it's all about. See the devil know. He done had ownership of that for so long, man, to where we had to get our stuff that we already inherited. That stuff been ours, man. But we having to get it through him though. See, cause he already on the highest consciousness. Cause he already, high. He already know what's going on. So for him, he just gives you the gateway to get. That's why when you sign them contracts, you instantly get money. You ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is have a demo, or have an audition, or just be in the right place at the right time, and he gets you to sign something. But he already know where the highest consciousness at. He take you from being an average person one day to be how do a person go from being just this in a few months, or they doing this in a year or so, and then they go from that to being a millionaire or a billionaire? It's because the contracts that they didn't sign, the things that they didn't sign, the devil already know how to get you there, because he already there. And there's nothing wrong with the people that signs those, because they doing what they think is right. They're changing their life, they're changing their family's life. So they're not doing nothing wrong. But at the end of the day, you're not realizing that once you sign that contract with the devil, he take you from overnight success. How is he taking you to overnight success so fast? How is he doing that? It's because he already know, he got the knowledge of what's at the highest level. So all he got to do is sign pretty much your soul over to say, I can get you there faster, versus you learning it day by day with God, and you get it the right way. And once you get it, it ain't gonna go nowhere, because you didn't got it the right way. You not only got success the right way, you didn't secured your soul for the future or the kingdom. You didn't secure everything when you walk in that narrow path, versus the easy path to say, well, I do want to help my family. I do want to change my life. I do want to help my friends. I want to help everybody, but I want to help quicker. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what you got to realize is, how can I go from eating pork and beans and oodle noodles and ramen noodles to, the next month or the 2 months, I'm eating steak and shrimp. Shrimp. Like, come on, man. How does that happen so fast to where you go to eating lobster, every night, versus you were just eating ramen noodles? It's not no coincidence how them contract. And that's all it is. It's a contract. It's a contract saying, boom, life has changed. Just at the signature, John Hancock signature. You signing your life away pretty much just to change your life in a brief moment. And see, we so used to getting stuff so fast that we're not realizing that that's the trap that we done got in. Because how can you give everything away, not realizing that you're not getting it back? Once you choose to give that for that quick access to that lifestyle, you're not getting it back without a fight. And I'm not saying that you can't get it back, but it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. Because ain't no way the devil going to take you from nothing to that fast, give you all of that, and not use you for a while, and then take it back to give it to somebody else, because he cannot create anything. He can only use what God creates. So he's going to take what he produced with you, put you down, and put that into somebody else's hand. So you just got to think about it. I'd rather come from being poor and it take longer to where I know my relationship with God is good. So when I get it, I know I got it. I ain't got to worry about it no more. And so I'm going to just leave it with that. Just try your best to just keep your consciousness high as you can, but focus with God. Make sure God is your path and not life or the devil, because your decisions on that is the most important. Your consciousness is free. You don't have to ask for that. God's giving to you that for free. So most people pay the devil or life for the highest consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just know that we got to focus on God. Like I say, I can't tell nobody what to do. You're gonna do what you want to do at the end of the day. But if you want to just live your life with a high conscience, you're gonna gain that regardless. That's nothing. There's plenty of videos out here that show you how to get the highest consciousness and have a bank full of money and, you know, ride in the nice cars, getting women. And but if you want to change your life, if you want to get to God the right way, you want to keep your money the right way to be able to help people longer and have a free, you know, heart of knowing that you ain't got nobody, you ain't soul tied with nobody, you don't have no contracts with the devil, you don't have nothing to be holding you back from going to heaven. That's the way to it. That's the key. Because if you go any other way, you're gonna have contracts that tie you in to something or the devil. And that's what's gonna keep you away from God. So I mean, you can always ask God for forgiveness and come back. You know, that's the good thing about Jesus, you know, him washing his blood on us. But at the same time, why go through that when you can just have a good relationship with him now? And your money is your money, because what's yours is yours. You ain't got to fight for it. But most people think they got to fight for it. They got to do all this. You ain't got to fight for nothing. All you got to do is just do what you need to do mentally, heal yourself, make sure you heal the people that you want to heal, be you know, receptive to those people that you care about, and let the other ones go. And once you heal yourself, you good. You good. You and God, y'all good, because He's gonna show you how to be authentic within yourself. You ain't gotta worry about what somebody else doing or what they feel about you and all of that. Everything is gonna come to you. And so, and I'm living proof of it. I'd rather live, you know, beyond the minimum and wait on God to give me what I need versus me go out here and keep making contracts with life or the devil or whatever you want to call it. Me personally, I know it's the devil, but I'm not finna make no more contracts. I'd rather sit and eat pork and beans and ramen noodles until my time come. When my shrimp, my steak come, I'm good. It's gonna taste better when it comes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna be going out here making no more contracts with nobody. I'm not gonna make no soul ties with women that I don't need, because I'm waiting on what God promised me. So for me, it is what it is. Person can do what they want to do. I'm not here to preach to people that don't want to be, you know, I'm not preaching. I'm talking to the ones that need help, the ones that need advice, the ones that want to do better for themselves because they don't really understand what's going on. So them the ones I'm speaking to. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just if you want to get your consciousness high, just please bring God into it, and it's going to be easier. And I'm going to continue to give videos on how to get closer, like with sperm retention, you know, meditation, which we all know, things like that, to keep you focused in, locked in on God. So just please continue to do your best to not get distracted by the things that's trying to keep you from your highest consciousness, but you please think about God as you get higher in, because once you start getting higher in your consciousness and you start letting these things go, I promise you things are going to come to you like no other. Because once you start letting these bum friends go and these dumb things, everything going to start coming to you. But most people get big-headed thinking it's them. And it's just life teaching you how to be a better person. So I'm going to end it with that. You know, I just hope people can understand that, you know, don't forget about God. And I just want to pray all of these things. Everything I done said, I hope it, you know, reach the people it's supposed to reach. And I just want to pray all of these things. And God, Heavenly Father, and Jesus, Holy Spirit, the angels, my ancestors, I pray all of these things in your name. Amen. Jesus Christ.